Hey, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to do another genre video, this time focusing on some records that I have in my folk collection, um, which will also, I just have to throw in some more country releases, country influence releases as well. But yeah, so the first genre video I did, the indie one I did last night or yesterday, seemed to be, it got a really good response, so hope this one gets a good response as well. Personally, not as interesting as indie and post-punk and all that, but still some really great stuff, and there's so much I still need to go, but I hope you guys enjoy this for now. So let's start with a good one here. This is probably my favorite studio album by Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. I just think it's his most melodic album, really. This was released in 1970, I believe. Yes, 1970 on Reprise. And it features After the Gold Rush, the title track, When You Dance I Can Really Love, Southern Man. Those are some of his most known tracks, but this is a really great album. Definitely it's one of his more, I don't know, folky albums, I guess. Until Harvest came along. Next, see, here's where the kind of country comes in. An old country singer, but I guess influential in folk, I guess, too, but Hank Williams, 24 of Hank Williams' greatest hits. Yeah, great compilation. Not really sure. Like, I wouldn't buy anything else from him just because I think these are all the songs you need, really. I'm not a big Hank Williams fan, but I do really like this compilation. And yeah, really like his ballads more than his other type of songs that he does. The upbeat ones, I guess. Here is a record I've seen in a few videos on YouTube. It's Viva Las Blues by Palace Music, which is really just Will Oldham, who is really just known for being Bonnie Prince Billy. So I guess the reason why he uses so many different names is because he says it doesn't really matter about the band name or anything, it should be about the music. So whatever, I don't really have anything to say about that, but this record features, let's see, Jason Lowenstein from Sabado, right? And who else? And it was recorded by Steve Albini, so interesting. Steve Albini recording a kind of alternative country folk album. That's really something. And it's a really depressing album, by the way, too. Next is another similar one. Palace Brothers, There Is No One What Will Take Care of You. This was Will Oldham's first album, I believe. And this one features Britt Walford, who's the drummer in Slant, and as well as Brian McMahon, who is the guitar player and singer in Slant. So interesting, because if you know Slant, you know they're just kind of a dark post-rock band. So it's interesting to see those musicians, really complex musicians that they are, playing with this kind of folk band. So yeah, really interesting, and both of these were released on Drag City, the great Chicago-based label. Here's a really great one, kind of by an obscure artist that was kind of recently rediscovered, I guess. It's Karen Dalton, In My Own Time. Yeah, she does a lot of covers. She has a really bluesy voice. You just have to kind of hear it just to know what I'm talking about, really. Has a lovely cover of When a Man Loves a Woman, too. And it's originally released in 1971 on Just Sunshine Records. If you can find that, buy it, because, well, it will probably be really expensive, so this is a nice, reasonably priced reissue on Light in the Attic, great reissue company. Here's a great record right here, self-titled by Fred Neil. He's a wonderful, underrated songwriter. He wrote Everybody's Talking, the Harry Nilsson hit that was in the film Midnight Cowboy in 1969. He's the original writer of this, and he also wrote Dolphins, which is another track that who Beth Orton recorded it, and then Tim Buckley recorded it. So kind of a standards writer, I guess. But great singer. Like he's a baritone. Sometimes even a bass, I think. But wow, just a great singer. Doesn't for being of the era that he's in, just wonderful. This was a re-release on Capitol, on the 180 gram, I believe. It's really heavy. So here's the one that you've probably seen in Big Star 1000's video. Song for Beginners by Graham Nash. Again, watch his video for more details about this. But I just personally, this is my favorite debut album out of all the CSNY members, because they all released debut solo albums around the same time, and I just like this one. It's the most personal record out of all the members, I think. I also like the length of it. It's really short. It's like 32 minutes or something, 31 minutes or 33, something like that. So that's really cool to me. I love short songs. So yeah, great record. Next we have Mingus by Joni Mitchell. Interesting folk jazz record, experimental. It was originally a collaboration with Charles Mingus himself before he passed away. So it features a lot of jazz musicians like Jaco Pastorius, for example. Yeah, not really well known from her, not critically acclaimed really, but I love that record. It's just, it has some music written by Charles Mingus with Joni Mitchell's lyrics, so it's interesting, and it also even has a version of Goodbye Pork Pie Hat, the Mingus standard, so with Joni Mitchell's lyrics, so really interesting. It was released in '79, so it's one of her last great records. If you don't like her '80s, I like her '80s work though. So here's okay. I'm gonna show these. These two are kind of related. This one, they're really. I've never seen these before. I looked them up online and they're really rare. Don't know who they are. Didn't know who they are, but I kind of came across these in my house. So don't know how we got a hold of these, but this is a band called Long Branch Penny Whistle. This has what's his name? Let me check. Yes, Glenn Frey of the Eagles. It's a folk country rock band, I guess. On Amos Records. No, I don't really know much about this because there's not information about it except for Glenn Frey's in it. But I'm not a big Eagles fan. Like I've said in the video, kind of have a like-hate relationship. I really like their ballads, but their non-ballads are just horrible to me. Sorry, but I just wanted to show that though because it's interesting and it's kind of rare and obscure. So here's another one. Same. I think these must have came together because this is also on a record label called Amos, and features another pre-Eagles member, Don Henley. But this band is called Shiloh. Same kind of vein, like folk country rock thing. These are promo copies, I believe. There's the cool label. So yeah, kind of same thing as the last one I just showed. Next is Phoebe Snow's debut. Folky soul singer, I guess. This had Harpo's Blues on it, or yeah, that was a little hit. And this was released on Shelter. I like this lid, this design too. There's Simon and Garfunkel's Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Features Homeward Bound, which is a great track. Yeah, I love this record. That's all I have to tell. They're always great, but I really like this record a lot. Oh, here's an artist. I kind of nicknamed. They're kind of like I nicknamed this like a greatest hits artist, meaning like the majority of people would go out and buy a greatest hits compilation of this artist instead of buying an actual album. So they're not an album artist really, not known for their albums. They're mainly known for their radio hits. But this is such a great album, and if you've never heard it, check it out. It's Anticipation by Carly Simon, singer-songwriter. This has the title track, which is the minor hit. And this record is just amazing. For instance, this might sound weird, but one of the songs called "Share the End," it has always reminded me of from the album. I can't remember the name of the album now, but by the artist, the French electronic group M83. Um, there's a song. There's just a lot of their stuff with like the overdubbed female vocals and stuff. That song has like a choir of females, and it just really reminds me of M83. It sounds weird because it's not electronic, but just the music, the songwriting, and the choir really reminds me of M83. So before the Downhills Us, that's the album I'm talking about. So interesting comparison, but that's all. Just some folk albums. I got a package today with one record in it, so I'm not gonna show that yet. I'll show it later, but it's a really good one, so watch out for that one. Also, Miroko DK started a forum, so please check that out. There's last time I checked, there was 18 members. I'm sure there's more now, but check that out and sign up and post some things about. It's a great forum, so. But anyway, please comment this video and subscribe to me, and thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you guys enjoy this. See you guys later. Bye.